Hello beautiful people and welcome to the channel A Life After Narc. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today's video, breaking the trauma bond. Now I know that a lot of you, if you are still in the relationship with the narcissist, are probably experiencing the trauma bond, and those of us who have left or who the narcissist left us know what the trauma bond is, and we know how difficult it is to break the trauma bond. So if you have any thoughts on this, please put comments down below. If you enjoy the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends and family. I really need to increase these subscribers up to over 1,000 so that I can start to monetize this channel. I want to do some live Q&As, and in order for me to do that, I have to have over 1,000 subscribers. So, how do we break the trauma bond? Well, what is the trauma bond? And I have talked about this in other videos, and I will pop a link into those videos below. You can also look at my trauma bond menu. The trauma bond is forced with positive and negative reinforcement within the relationship. So, you, the narcissist. You and the narcissist have a disagreement, generally caused by the narcissist. The narcissist fights. You go away, cry, be sad, be depressed. The narcissist struts around, ha 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 ha, I was the one, I did this, blah, 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 blah. And then the narcissist comes to you and says, I'm sorry that this happened. You know, let's get back together. Let's sort this out. We can sort this out. And there we go. There's the reinforcement of the trauma bond. You were devalued. You've now been revalued and brought back. And that will happen again. You will be devalued and come back, devalued and come back. And this narcissist is playing with you like a yo-yo. I devalue, I call you back. I devalue, I call you back. That is how the trauma bond is created. Over time, you, as the abused partner, begin to recognize this pattern, and you know and accept that, okay, I've done something wrong, even though you haven't. I've done something wrong, but my partner, my abusive partner, is going to come and tell me they're sorry and that we'll fix it and everything will be okay. And until one day that happens, but the abusive partner doesn't come along to try and fix it. And you're sat waiting. You're sat waiting for this person to come and say, okay, let's fix this. But they've gone. They've left you. But you're still sitting with this trauma bond. This trauma bond is still with you. How do you know it's with you? You ruminate about them constantly. They are in your head all the time. It doesn't matter what you do, what you seem to think or know or do, they are there. It is a case of, they were with me when I made a cup of tea. They liked their cup of tea this way. You go shopping. They used to be with me. They used to hold my hand. You go to a movie, you're on your own. You sit in your settee in the lounge and the space next to you is empty because they've gone. So these thoughts are constantly running around your head, constantly playing games with your head. And it is so difficult to get out of this rumination, to stop these thoughts and to stop this thinking. I can tell you now, it takes time to break this. It doesn't just happen overnight. I wish that it did. And rumination can go on for months. So be prepared to work through this on many levels over the next few months if you are going through this. The first thing that I can tell you to do is to block them on all social media. Block them and their enablers, their flying monkeys. Make sure you have as little to do with them as possible. Obviously, you may have things that you need to do with them necessarily, or necessity precedes, such as children or financial things that need sorting out. But try not to engage them in any casual conversation or chit-chat. It's going to be hard because you want to see what they're doing. You want to see what they're doing on social media. Are they happy? Are they missing you? What posts are they putting up? But believe me, it will just make the rumination 1,000 times worse. Then seek help or therapy if you can. Watch videos like these and other people out there who channels who do videos like this. There are many of them out there, and I recommend you watch as many as you can to understand the trauma bond and understand what you're going through. Because me telling you this, I'm one person, but if you've got 20 people telling you the same thing, you know, it may start to sink in and you may start to realize, hang on, I need to stop this. Only you can stop the rumination. Only you can break the trauma bond. The narcissist cannot do that. That horrible person that was in your life cannot do that. As I said, therapy is a big help. You can also have a look at books online that you can buy as well to help you with this. Get rid of their stuff. Okay, so my ex came to pick his stuff up a few weeks after he left. I packaged it up for him. I made sure it was all ready for him when he got here, because I didn't want him trudging through my house and I didn't want him leaving his rubbish behind. If they don't want it, burn it, throw it away, give it away, send it to charity, or if you can't bear to get rid of it, pack it into a box, put it into the loft or the basement or into a spare room under a bed where you don't have to deal with it for a while until you're ready to deal with it. You'll feel better not seeing those things around you. Journal. Write down these feelings, write down these thoughts, these ruminative thoughts, write them down into a journal. I've been writing journals for years, but the last sort of 2 years of my journaling has been about, well, a lot of it has been about my ex, not so much now. Obviously, things have changed, life moves forward. But journaling helps you to see things in perspective. You can go and read the previous day's comment or last week's comment or last year's comment, and you can see, yeah, this was them. I was, you know, completely trauma bonded to this person. And the last and final thing you can do is radical acceptance. And this is hard, because this is when you accept the fact that this person that you loved, that you thought loved you, didn't. They were using you. They hurt you. They did all of those things that they did to you deliberately. That they don't actually care about you. The only person they care about is themselves. So radically accepting that it's over, at that point is when you can get that turnaround and say to yourself, I can do this. They're not in my life anymore. I can now function on my own. I can now be my own person. I can now take them out of the equation and live my best life, because that's what you need to do. You need to live your best life. So radically accepting that they were a hurtful person. They didn't love you. They may have said they did. They may have said 1,000 times they love you. They may have said they want to be with you forever. All of those words, those phrases were hollow. They didn't mean any of it. They did not have the capacity for that in their lives, in their bodies, in their heads, in their minds. It's like an addiction. This trauma bond is an addiction to you. It's like a drug. You want to see what they're doing on social media because you think it'll make you feel better, but it won't. You want to know what they're doing from a friend because you think it'll make you feel better, but it won't. The only thing that will make you feel better is time and space, and creating as much space as you can between you and them. Taking your life in a completely different direction, realizing that you are worthy. You deserve to be happy. That person never deserved you. They didn't. They never will. Let them go and be miserable elsewhere. But you now have the chance to do what you want to do in your life, to be the best person that you can be, to be the best version of you that you can be. And maybe you even want to get cats to help you. Sorry, there's this little one is very, very needy, and she loves lots of attention. So she's been appearing in quite a lot of my videos lately. I honestly thought that I wouldn't get through what I've been through over the last 18, 20 months. But I did. And I'm here. And I'm stronger now than I ever was before. You will get through it. I promise you will. Have faith. Watch videos like this, follow channels like this, and do all the things that you need to do for you. Journal, get therapy, speak to a friend, somebody who will hold space for you. And what that means is that they will hold space for you to talk about that person as much as you need to in the time that you are with them. Because people don't want to hear about all the bad things that happened all the time. But you still need to get rid of this. You still need to have a trusted friend that you can speak to. You don't need any help from that person. You just need their ear and perhaps a shoulder to cry on. I hope the video has helped you. If it has, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.